we're talking about giving your YouTube Shorts a second life, or a third, or even a fourth. We're not just chasing that quick viral hit. No, we're talking about long-term, sustainable views. Come on, you know the feeling, right? You post a new short, you're excited, the views start going crazy for like a few hours. And then crickets. It just hits a wall. That view graph goes completely flat. It's gotta be one of the most frustrating things for a creator.
But what if I told you that first viral rush is just the tip of the iceberg? Seriously, there is a whole other game being played, a strategy that's happening right under the surface that most creators are completely missing. And it's costing them, well, potentially millions of views in the long run.
So you're going to want to stick around for this, because in the next few minutes, we're not just giving you a few tips. We are unlocking the playbook to win the whole game. We're going to show you exactly how to turn those dead-in-the-water shorts into assets that keep bringing you views for weeks, months, maybe even years to come.
Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the main problem, right? The fact that a typical YouTube short has this super short, completely unpredictable lifespan. I mean, we all have the same hope, don't we? You post a short, the algorithm loves it, and the views just keep going up. Ah, the dream. But the reality? For most of us, it looks a whole lot different. You get that awesome burst of views from the Shorts feed, it feels great, and then nothing. Total silence. The algorithm just moves on and your short is basically ancient history. If you're only relying on the feed, you're setting yourself up for a flash in the pan.
Okay, but this is where things get really, really interesting. We have to completely change the way we think about shorts because they have this incredibly powerful second life that has almost nothing to do with that initial viral feed.
This is the big mindset shift, so listen up. Shorts are not just for quick, mindless swipes. They are a search discovery machine, hiding in plain sight. That is the secret to making them last. When you start optimizing for search, you tap into this constant stream of people who are literally searching for the stuff you're making.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but wait, titles and thumbnails don't even show up when you're scrolling the Shorts feed. And look, you're totally right. They don't. But they are everything everywhere else. We're talking YouTube search results, those video carousels on Google, the recommended videos on the homepage, even your own channel Shorts tab and subscriptions feed. In all those high-traffic spots, it's the title and thumbnail that make or break whether someone clicks.
So the big question is, how do we actually do this? Well, let's break it down. We're going to walk through the practical, step-by-step playbook for Shorts SEO. Think of these as the 4 pillars that will get your stuff discovered long after that initial hype has faded away.
First up, pillar number 1, the title. It sounds basic, but this is your single most important signal to viewers and to the algorithm. It tells everyone exactly what your video is all about.
All right, here's the formula. It's pretty simple. Step 1, jam your main keyword right into the first few words. Get it in there early. Step 2, keep it short and sweet. Under 50 characters is kind of the magic number so it doesn't get cut off on mobile. Step 3, spark a little curiosity. Ask a question, make a bold statement. And step 4, and this is huge, write for how people search, not just for a catchy headline. So instead of something vague like cake goals, you'd use how to frost a cake in 30 seconds. See the difference? You're literally matching what people are typing into that search bar.
Pillar 2 is the description. And oh my gosh, so many people just leave this blank. It's such a huge, massive missed opportunity. This is your chance to feed YouTube and Google all the juicy context they need to understand your video.
Honestly, just think of the description box as your personal SEO cheat code. All you got to do is write 1 or 2 little paragraphs summing up the video, sprinkle in your target keywords and phrases naturally, don't stuff them in, and throw in a clear call to action, like subscribe for more. Just whatever you do not leave it blank. An empty description tells the algorithm basically nothing. It's a total waste.
Okay, pillar number 3, hashtags. These are not just for decoration, okay? They are powerful signals that help YouTube sort and categorize your video so it can show it to the right people.
And the rules for hashtags are super simple, but you gotta follow them. Rule 1, always include hashtag shorts. That one's non-negotiable. It tells YouTube what kind of video it is. Rule 2, use about 3 to 5 other hashtags that are super relevant to your topic. Think quality, not quantity. Because, and this is rule 3, if you cram in more than 15, YouTube just ignores all of them. The algorithm gets confused. So yeah, don't go crazy.
And that brings us to our 4th and final pillar, the thumbnail. And yes, thumbnails for shorts are absolutely a thing. And believe me, they are so important.
Just remember what we said earlier. Your short shows up in a ton of places that aren't the feed.
When it's in search results or on someone's homepage, that thumbnail is fighting for attention. So you gotta think of it like a tiny little billboard. It needs to be bold, high contrast, maybe with some clear text that's easy to read, even when it's small. And make sure it's the right size, that vertical 9:16 ratio. That's what's gonna earn you that click.
Okay, so you've got the 4 pillars down. You've mastered the basics. Now I'm going to give you an advanced strategy. It kind of feels like cheating, but I promise it's 100% legit. This is all about leveraging the success of videos that are already winning.
Here's the hack step by step. First, open a new YouTube incognito window. That way you get clean, unbiased results. Then, search for your video topic. You're going to see a bunch of shorts. Just scroll right past them. What you're looking for is the top-ranking long-form video on that topic from the last year or so. See, that video is at the top for a reason. Its SEO is on point. So what do? You copy its title. You copy its description. Just make sure to remove their channel name. And you copy its tags. Then you apply all that proven metadata to your short. You're basically piggybacking on a winning formula.
Now this is where it all comes together. This is the ultimate payoff. Because this whole SEO strategy, it doesn't just get you some extra search views. It actually creates this powerful virtuous cycle that can take one of your dead shorts and make it go viral all over again.
So here's how the loop works. It all starts when your SEO work starts pulling in viewers from search. But here's the thing. These aren't just random people scrolling. These are what we call high-intent viewers. They were actively looking for the answer or the entertainment that your video provides.
And because they were looking for it, they are way more likely to watch your whole short. They might even watch it twice. And that right there jacks up your audience retention, which, as you know, is one of the most important signals you can send to the YouTube algorithm.
And this is the magic. When the YouTube algorithm sees that your audience retention is climbing because of all this great search traffic, it basically says, whoa, hang on, people really like this video. And what does it do? It pushes your short back into the main shorts feed. It gives you a whole second wave of viral views. So good SEO can literally bring a dead video back to life and make it a hit all over again.
So, you see, your shorts do not have to die after 24 hours. With the right SEO strategy, they become these little assets that just keep working for you, day in and day out. So I guess the only real question is, which one of your old shorts are you going to revive first?